What up? What up?
What up? What up?
This is the Over Easy podcast. I'm Jason.
It's E.
All right, we're back at you after a week off because of Mother's Day. I know we said we'd be here every week, but you know, me and E don't remember days of what's important in our lives
and stuff like that.
You know, just the Thanksgiving and the Christmas. I think we remember.
Yeah, we'll make sure that
eating holidays. Thanksgiving, I never forget.
Can't forget that. Christmas, Valentine's Day.
No, we forget those.
Not anymore.
Valentine's Day? Yeah, you forgot Valentine's Day last.
I did, yeah.
Even though you said you didn't.
Well, I didn't forget it.
You just forgot it.
I just forgot that was the day that I had to get.
No, I don't think anybody forgets Valentine's Day, but you forgot it, even though it never falls on but the 14th.
I didn't forget it. I just forgot what my window of purchase was.
That's what we're still sticking to, huh?
Yeah.
All right.
Of course. It's the truth.
Okay. Whatever you say.
Always stick to the truth.
Always stick to the truth.
Yeah.
And never more.
That'll do you well.
The truth shall set you free. You know what they say?
Yeah.
All right. Well, today we have a lot of stuff going on.
Oh, man. A bunch of stuff.
So this whole Joe Budden situation.
Oh, yeah.
All right. So first of all, was he talking to a chair when he was talking to Rory and Mal?
I don't know because I didn't see the Patreon version. I just heard the audio.
I heard
YouTube.
I heard the audio version too on YouTube where he was going off.
Yeah.
And people were saying he was talking to a chair. They weren't even there.
Yeah, I thought he was just talking to Parks though.
No, I don't.
I imagined them being in that room where they normally are.
I think he was looking at the chair. And
those two seats were empty, and Parks was where he was at, and then that's what was going on.
Well, all right. Let's just take the first side of it.
But that could be him talking to the chair because there's two chairs.
He was just yelling at the chair.
Yeah.
All right, so I heard that people said he was yelling at the chair.
Yeah.
And they used to be maybe mocking them. I don't know. I don't want to say anything.
Yeah, he's probably talking to their chair as if they were there and yelling at them.
All right, so so he had said that they were not happy money-wise. Was this what it all came down to? About their situation?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean that's what he said from day one. I guess they've always been arguing about or talking about they want to see accounting. So when you hear him say that and you don't hear from their side, you kind of wonder, why would they want to see accounting? It's Joe Budden podcast show. They shouldn't want to see that because he's the owner and they got whatever contract. When they say they have a contract, you're not thinking that they get a percentage of the whole thing.
We're not thinking a partnership.
That he
We're
agreed
thinking,
to pay them like per episode or per whatever's going on.
Which I don't understand why it would be like that if you really think about it deeper. But if people that don't know, it's, I guess, like you said, you could fall for the trap if it's the Joe Budden show. Right.
That's what I was thinking.
So it says okay, so it's his name on it.
So of course they can't see.
So he's going off that, it's about money and, Rory and Mal, it's all about that. That's why they're not here.
Right.
But then...
And that they don't. And also that, I guess, once it became about the accounting, then for him, all bets were off about, working there again or being friends or whatever.
So the way he paints it is, it got to the money aspect. They can't be here because, they're not satisfied with what's going on and they don't want to be here. All they care about is this certain thing is financially what's going on. So then Rory and Mal dropped I guess you call it an episode of podcast. I don't know if you call it podcast. Just a video. I would say a video, right?
Yeah.
Just one video because we don't know what's going to go from there. About an hour long, and I ended up watching it last night. And from their point of view was Joe with the accounting. They kept on. Well, first of all, they said that the partnership wasn't about salary. That it was always percentage based.
Right.
Right. And Rory and Joe started this up from what I heard it from, because I haven't listened to the podcast from the beginning. So Joe Budden podcast from the beginning, but they started it up, and Mal came in later on. So now there was I guess they were asking about accounting, what's going on, knowing that they're percentage based partners, not salary.
Right.
So I guess
it makes perfect sense that they would need to know.
Yes. So Joe was getting mad that they kept on bringing up accounting.
Right.
So Joe's like, why you got to keep on bringing up accounting? And they were like,
so now that sounds like somebody that's hiding something.
Yes.
If I'm always bringing up the thing that would shine light on everything, that would create full transparency, and you're trying to stop me from seeing that by way of conflict, then to me that says that you're trying to get me to not look there. Don't look right there. Don't look over there. Why do you want to look over there?
Yeah,
Don't
it's
you
like
trust
there's
me?
nothing there.
Quit looking over there. Let's just stay looking over here. Yeah, no. That means there's something shady going on.
But if you are partners, you have every right to look at the books.
Of course.
You're not salary. And what they were pushing was Joe kept on pushing to be salary. I'm going to make you salary. I'm going to make you salary.
Right.
And they're like, no, we agreed upon this deal as percentage-based partners.
Right.
We're not going to go become salary.
And what I think Joe is doing, I think if you think about Joe and his maniacal mind, and you remember that episode where they came back and it was about shaking the tree?
Yes.
And it was like they were shaking the tree, but he was trying to say, you're not shaking the tree correctly. Like if you wanted to shake the tree, there's an art to how you shake the tree.
Mm-hmm.
I think what he's doing now is saying, okay, you guys want to shake the tree? Well, I'm going to show you how to shake the tree. This is how you shake it. So now I think he's shaking his own tree, which is pause. Pause, though. He's shaking his own tree. And he's going to shake Maul and Rory off of it instead of them shaking more money out of him.
Well,
I think by doing that, he's like, okay, now I'll just shake the tree myself, get rid of you guys, and have a more favorable position for me financially. And that'll teach y'all a lesson, and I'll make more money.
Or you can look at it in the fact that he had, in his mind, he was caught, right?
Oh, yeah.
And it's like, I have no other way to get out of it. Now, they did say that they had a big discussion with him before the fact, like it was 5-6 hours, and they seemed like everything got worked out at the time. Mole had said that he was done, and Rory got them back to talking again to everybody, because Rory had said he was trying to save the podcast.
Right.
Like, his thing was to save it. Like, so they had the discussion, and they felt like everything had been addressed, and when the podcast began, it became back to the same old shit that they were fighting about, or fighting about, saying something's up, and Joe totally went back to what he was saying.
Right.
So I don't want to get into somebody's mental, if he has a mental issue, but it does seem like...
Oh, he does.
Yeah, I don't like calling people out, but it does seem like there's something... I don't think he would be shied away from that, Joe, actually, because he said over the years, like, the amount of drugs he's done... not remembering her things.
Yeah.
He seems like he definitely, there's something wrong with him, because they kept on bringing back, this is not the same guy that we talked to.
Yeah.
Who is this guy that I'm speaking to on the phone?
Right.
Keeps on getting upset about when we ask him certain things. Why are you asking about accounting?
Right.
Now, I just don't understand from... If I was Rory and Maul, I'd be at the same... If we had our podcast, it gets big, as we get to our 1 billion customers, remember, subscribe, like, comment, the whole nine. Sorry we had to push that out for our own podcast. If we ever got to that point, I would be aggravated too if somebody, God forbid, Ernesto ever told me,
Jason, this is none of your business.
Huh?
Yeah. Don't worry about the financials. You're just going to get paid the same amount.
So my thing is, yeah, exactly. How crazy is that, first of all? Like, don't worry about it. Don't look at it.
I can't wait to get you on salary because...
Yeah, I can't wait to get you on salary. Now, think about that. Now, it says the Joe Budden podcast. Now, he must, in his head, think, I'm the guy. I'm the guy. It's my name on it. But there's reasons. Not yet. Now, Joe Budden's name does bring a little equity to it.
He's probably mad that they tried to shake the tree before he did.
But I mean...
He probably wanted to shake the tree long before they did to get rid of them.
But that doesn't make
so
any
that he
sense.
can make more money.
And that doesn't make any sense, right?
But he knows that he can make. So I think
we don't know what his value is off of the show.
But I think that he knows that he has value, right? He knows that he can be by himself. And he knows that he could be all right.
Okay, no. But we don't know that, right? We don't not 100% know that. There's equity. There's equity to his name. 100%, I believe there's equity to the name, right?
Maybe not by himself, but Joe doesn't need much to be accompanying him for something to be good. Because he's going to go there with the drama and the loud and the yelling
so you did
and saying the crazy stuff.
He can't do it by himself because what you said to Rory said last night that Joe wanted somebody else on the podcast because he doesn't want to talk. He thinks it's boring talking to yourself, being by yourself on a podcast. That's tough in general for anybody. Yeah. I don't think I could do a podcast by myself, just talking to myself and not doing anything. I would need to have somebody.
I think I could.
And we're already having fights in our beginning.
And I think it'd be
Don't shake
challenge.
the tree. Don't shake the tree.
No, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying I could do it. I think I could. So, I would just be rambling, though.
But but I think you always need the two different sides to everything. If you're just talking, you need to have a lot of voices. I think it's very hard to even think about. Like, I love to talk, but I don't think I could do that by myself continuously, Yeah,
I think Joe just needs another person there to kind of run through topics, but
Joe wants somebody at a cheaper rate.
And he's going to create the drama, which is going to create the clicks and going to create the views.
To a degree.
But he needs someone to tone it down, like when in between.
But that's a little bit, that's hard for some people.
Yeah.
That's hard. You need to find the right.
But they don't have to be so good.
You need to have chemistry, though.
Right. That definitely has to happen.
Chemistry's there. You can't just bring up everybody off the side of the street and say, hey, come be my partner on something.
Yeah.
And it might not work.
Yeah,
they bring a certain type of energy with each other together. And that's why they were so successful. I'm not saying Joe can't have a great podcast. We don't know if he can have a great podcast without them. But it seems like he played himself to a degree in this instance.
He did, but I think he'll ultimately come out on top because what's going to happen is Maul and Rory's mad at him, and that's all drama.
You're going to play this.
But at the end of the day, they're going to be gone. That's good. The lawyers are going to handle whatever. It's going to get settled, and he's going to be free of them. He's going to have Ish and the other guy. What?
He said that if they start another podcast,
he's going to sue their asses. Sue the pants off of them. Yeah. But he's going to have the new guys, Ish and the other guy, and he's going to have learned his lesson from Maul and Rory. So they're going to be on salary, and he's going to be totally fine with them being on salary, him making the lion's share, which he was already making probably.
So should we have contract negotiations between you and me right now?
No, because there's nobody else. There's nobody else that came. I
just want to make sure we have the right deal right now.
I think it's when. Well, I mean, I think I get my 51% and you get your 40%.
It's over. We're done.
No, I think
I'm not going to be a salary employee. I'll tell you this right now.
Yeah, no, I think he learned his lesson. So he's going to say, whatever happens between Rory, Maul, and I, let the dust settle and good luck. You think
Joe's capable of that?
I think he learned his business lesson.
No.
Now the next host that I get, because I have my foundation, I got money.
Now, he's going to put him underneath the structure.
Yeah.
Like they're not going to be. I'm putting my hand up, but they're not going to be level.
Yeah.
But that's what he wanted the whole time.
Right.
That's what they were saying last night. Because he kept on pushing them to be salary.
Yeah, and they mentioned how he said that, and I guess he said this, how he can get Ish and the other guy. I can't remember the other guy's name. But he can get them for half of one of their payouts.
Yes, I heard that part, yeah.
So you think, that's why he said he's richer without them, because he's like, oh my gosh, if they were all millionaires, getting paid millionaires, take away Maul, now that's my million I get. Now I get an extra million, and I get an extra 500,000. So now I get an extra 1.5 million, and that's a Lamborghini and something else.
I get it. Now... that is very cutthroat. Right?
You know what I mean?
It is cutthroat.
He's richer now.
All right, but that's not.
That's his kid. He can give his son $1 million.
But that's not ethically cool to do.
Oh,
First
no,
of all,
not at all.
I would never do that to somebody.
Not at all.
Now he's going to try to see. At the end of the day,
it's cutthroat.
It's cutthroat, and he's betting on himself, whether right or wrong how he went out about it. I don't agree with it, but if he's betting on himself that this thing will continue at its rate. Now, I don't know if it's going to continue at the rate, even if it takes a dip. The way he looks at it is like, okay, I've cut out factions that were in my way of making more money, and now the next person that comes on here can't talk shit to me because, you know what? Like Ernesto said, the foundation had already been set before you were here.
Yeah.
There's nothing you can say to me that we were already at a level high. There's nothing you're going to be able to say to me that you deserve to be on the same way. It's the Joe Budden podcast,
you weren't here,
and that's what he's standing on.
We already got it to where it needs to be.
This is where Joe got it right. The name is the Joe Budden podcast, right? And he will always say, my name is the headline. Right. It's not Rory and Maul.
Right. And I think he kind of tricked them into it at the beginning by having it, I'll name this podcast later.
But at the end of the day, I don't blame him. I don't blame them for taking that because it does bring a clickbait mentality to it, right? Like, you hear a name.
Yeah, you're using his name.
Now, granted, you need to withstand, you need to be able to hold those listeners, right? So Joe, of course, brings a value. They all bring value, so you can't just say it's Joe, right? Like, it's just not Joe. I think it would be unfair.
It's like Howard Stern without the black lady.
Robin Quivers. Yeah. There's something different.
She is part of the chemistry. And
everybody plays its part. There's characters in this, and certain people can be let go, but not the way that structure of that podcast is. Right. Like, they were all integral parts of it. Three ways. Once again, a percentage partnership, not a salary partnership. Me and Ernesto are going to have some hard negotiations after this. I'll tell you this right now.
Yeah.
51-49, right? That's what we said.
Well, it's like 50.5.
Well, you have a family. I'm single, all right. That's fair for right now. We're not going to write this on paper yet. I'm going to have a couple of kids and then we're going to make Ernesto's salary. But yeah, I think that was it was definitely a look into the business side. Do you think anything of Joe after this?
Well, I think he's trying to. The reason why I think he is kind of trying to shake the tree too is because I feel like he's kind of playing victim.
Oh, he's absolutely playing victim.
In a sense, especially with the invite me to your hands thing. And I think Rory was right about that because earlier in the podcast seasons, Joe was the one that used to always say, "Oh, you want to go outside? Well, let's go outside for 30 seconds or whatever he would say." He was the one. So Rory learned that from Joe, and then Rory started saying it, and then Joe stopped saying it, and Rory kept saying it. So now it seemed like Rory was the only one who wanted to bite when Joe started saying it. Rory just kept going with it.
I'm not calling Joe. I'm not calling Joe a sociopath, but sociopaths know what to do sometimes.
Yeah, it's like he started, then he backed off. That guy kept going. Now it looked like you're the victim. It's like, no, I learned it from you.
So listen, the greatest way to make yourself a victim is to use your platform and to speak to chairs.
Yeah,
because they weren't there, and I think that's kind of. I wasn't comfortable with him. First of all, I don't like when people use their power or whatever it is to do stuff like that. Like that to me is a weak move in general. Like to say don't come back to the show. First of all, doesn't seem like Joe has that authority with those two. But it is just a weak move overall. I didn't like it. I have my feelings about Joe Budden. I think he does come off as somebody who acts like he's never wrong. And I get everybody has an ego. I have an ego. Ernesto has an ego. Yeah. We all have egos, and I don't think anybody likes to be wrong.
Yeah.
But, it showed itself again with him where that ego plays out, and it's tough, Yeah. So it's unfortunate that you see things like that, but I think both of them are going to be fine at the end of the day.
Yeah, they'll be fine.
I think there's a voice for Rory and Maul, what they do, whether it's a podcast.
Yeah.
And Joe Budden's gonna be fine, just because he is, like Ernesto said, clickbait. He's clickbait.
Yeah, he's gonna say the craziest thing. He's gonna yell. He's gonna. And
whether you agree with him or don't, or you think he's crazy, you're still gonna listen to him. So I get
people want to hear someone have drama and yell and do stuff. So it's always gonna be room for him to make money.
So that's our
and all. These platforms want are eyes, views. They don't care about what you're saying behind it. As long as the views are there, money's coming behind it. So Joe knows how to get the views. Therefore, he knows how to get the money. Therefore, he doesn't really need many people to help him out. He's going to be 80% of the driving force of that. He just needs the alley-oops. He just needs a good passer.
Right,
you know, like,
sometimes your point guard, bro.
You're right. Sometimes you just need the guy to hold the ball from the top, throw it in on a good pad. I'm going to take care of the rest.
Yeah, for sure.
You know?
Like I said, this was, like I said, I guess from what people say and what I heard from the podcast, is this is who Joe is, and Joe's self-destructive.
Yeah. Yeah, they said he's going to destroy it.
They kept on bringing, I think it was Royce, the 5'9", they kept on bringing him up about it. He kept on telling them guys, listen, watch out. Watch out. I think they were bringing up Royce when they were bringing up Royce, right?
Yeah.
That's who they were referring to, I believe. I don't want to say 100%. But, they kept on bringing him up and say he's self-destructive. And evidently, there's a lot of people like that get in their own way and don't know what they got in good in front of them. So, yeah.
I think he does. I think that's just...
a lot of people can't live within stuff as being good.
Right. That's what I was going to say. He needs it to be hard again.
Yeah, it needs to be...
Like, this is working out? Let me kick it over, tear it down, knock down the sandcastle, and let's do another one.
People's minds work that way. It's not a fun way to live, I'm guessing, but, you know, but whatever, like I said. But yeah, that's our thoughts on the whole Joe Budden podcast.
Yeah.
Percentage.
And just before we end that, and then that might just be the ultimate level of control, because whether you were... So if you build the sandcastle or you build the platform, whether you were the main reason why it was successful or not, if you build it and you destroy it, you were ultimately in control of it.
Yeah.
Because you created it and you destroyed it. Whatever happened in the middle can be debated. But at the end of the day, you're the one who destroyed it. You're the one who built it. So then you have the ultimate value, because this guy can create something and he can destroy it. So he has control.
He has control, but perception-wise, but that's not a great thing to be your legacy on either.
Right? No, people aren't going to be happy.
Like that's regardless, it's not going to be at the end of the day. I think later on, it's not Rory or Maul who destroyed it. It was Joe who ultimately destroyed it. Like we could say what we want, but once again, it works to Joe and it doesn't work for Joe.
Yeah,
he's the guy, but he could be the guy. Everybody's going to remember Joe either destroyed that or people. I don't think people are going to say Rory or Maul destroyed that.
No.
It's not going to be like that, because Joe is. Once again, it is kind of like a schizophrenic way of thinking of it. For as great as Joe is, Joe gets in his own way. It's Joe's name brand, which works to his favor, but then it works against him when he's going to be the guy that's going to be considered that he destroyed this whole thing off of his own ego.
Yeah.
So that's what it came down to. But yeah, we definitely just wanted to get into that. It was something that I guess a lot of people found interesting. I found fascinating listening to this last night.
Oh, yeah.
And it was good banter. But on to bigger and better things. So, man, I heard that somebody had a shot in his arm a couple of weeks ago.
Oh, yeah.
The guy who wanted to wait got a shot in his arm.
I feel like a sellout.
Sellout? No, I think you were not a sellout. Don't say that.
I do. I feel like I was sellout. I feel like I'm going to regret it.
You helped society.
I feel like...
You're not turning into anything.
I let myself down.
You let yourself down.
I feel like I didn't stand for what I believe in.
Let's not get into this weird way.
Money. I feel like I gave into money.
You didn't give into money?
I did. I only did it to keep my job.
Yeah. Okay, so what? You didn't die. You were good.
Yeah, but what if I do die early?
Okay.
What if I could have lived to 115, but because I took
you lived to 114?
I died at 99.
All right, I got to be honest with you. I don't know if I want to live to 99.
I do.
Have you seen some of the hard 99? 115, though, that's crazy.
Yeah.
All right, but
that'd be great.
You're okay, though. I'm happy that you took it. I took my second shot.
Yeah.
You know, got a little sick. But I'm good, man. Any weird side effects?
Not weird
or anything.
Not weird. I got extremely tired. I was so tired that I found myself standing in the bathroom, not facing the toilet, back to the toilet, standing up, sleep, and then I had one of those dreams like where you're gonna pee, and so I was about to pee, and then I almost peed facing the opposite way, but then I realized
that was a dream, or that really happened?
No, that really happened.
Oh.
That's how tired that shot made me.
Okay, so first of all, you do work about 100 hours a week that I know you do. So that could have been a lot of things, but regardless. That's
yeah, but I've never been that tired before.
All right, well, you needed a nap.
I was standing around wondering, like, what did I take that made me this tired? Why am I this tired? Did I take any drugs? No. Did I drink anything? No. Did I do an extreme workout? No. I am extremely exhausted, and it was weird.
So that's good stuff, man.
Yeah,
so
I need that
you're half
before I go to
vaccinated.
bed.
You're half vaccinated.
Yep, and then then that happened for a day and a half, I'd say. And then the next day I woke up with the cough that lasted 15 minutes.
Oh, so you were just paranoid at that point.
And that went away.
That was just paranoid. Now you were just paranoid.
No.
15 minutes of cough.
Did.
I don't think it had anything to do with the vaccine. You just
it
had
did.
a cough.
It was as soon as I woke up. I don't ever have
you
a
ever
cough.
you never had a cough?
Not when I wake up, no.
That happens to a lot of people.
No, that was weird.
That was weird? 15
yeah,
minutes
it was definitely something that I noticed that I was like, oh my gosh. It only happens when I'm like sick. And I never get sick.
All right, I don't think it was because of the vaccine. 15 minutes of coughing.
Yeah. And then my these were swollen.
Oh my God.
The lymph nodes.
Yeah, they say that could be part of it.
Those were swollen.
Like
I was feeling a little lousy. Oh, okay. So for the first day, I remember telling Cindy this. The first day, I was exhausted, but I was mentally exhausted.
Dude, you work a lot.
I couldn't even mentally talk myself into going to the gym, and that's rare. I could always talk myself into a workout.
You needed a break.
But I just didn't have the power mentally. I was like, I gave up.
You gave up. So the vaccine, you're saying, made you give
up. It mentally made me give up. Then the next day, it was the physical exhaustion. That's what it was. And then the third day, it was the cough and the lousy feeling and the lymph nodes. And then the fourth day, it was fine. Fourth day, I could lift my arm back up. I could exercise. It was like...
My fingernail hurt. The one fingernail.
Your fingernail?
Yeah, from the vaccine.
You got a shot in your fingernail?
No, that just... Because you're coming up with these bizarre symptoms.
Oh.
So my fingernail hurt one day. One piece of hair was annoying me.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, that's
okay.
it.
That was it?
The second shot...
So you got away pretty easy.
So the second shot hit me. Got me, right? 24 hours of clear... I was clearly dead on arrival.
Okay.
Took me about 8 hours to feel it. So I'm like 8 hours in the shot. All of a sudden get tired. Okay, I'm a little tired. I said, maybe it's just in my head.
Yeah.
All of a sudden I start getting cold and hot. Like a normal type, you get sick.
All right.
So I'm cold and hot. Nothing's helping me. I feel like I got a fever. And I'm out of it. So I was up and down for half an hour. Took something. Fever went away. This is the next day now in the morning. Because I took something in the middle of the night. So I'm feeling good in the morning. But I'm still like, still I can tell that I'm not 100. So I called out of work. Then I started feeling hot again.
Mm-hmm.
So I started getting those symptoms 9 o'clock that night. By 9 o'clock the next night, gone. Like it was never there.
Okay.
Never there.
I think they give it to... I think it's because the first shot they give you maybe like 25% of it.
No, they call it... So they give it to you. It primes your body up. Yes.
Yeah, that's what I was
saying. So the second one is that second...
is like full... Yeah. Like the rest of 75% of the...
Well, you're like... They're saying after the first shot, you're 80% efficacy. Like you're covered. That's what they say after the first shot. And then that second one puts that long lasting in it. Like the one that gives you that durability with it. Yeah. And it adds some effectiveness to it. So that's where they get to the 95%.
That's the real wallop.
That's kick you in the ass.
Yeah.
But I survived. I was fine. Nothing happened. I didn't start flying. I didn't get wings out of me. It was perfect. And now I'm fully vaccinated and ready to go back to the gym. How about that?
I'm pissed.
You're pissed? You're good. You're good. You look a little shorter today, though.
I feel like now... I'm going to be susceptible to whatever they did to us.
Oh, come on. Don't bring that up. What did they do anything to us?
They did, and I took it. Yeah. Now I'm stupid.
You're stupid.
Yeah.
You did look a little shorter. I think you got a little shorter.
Hey, if you're out there and you haven't taken the vaccine, you know, I'm not going to say don't take it because I don't want to spread that. But I will say I admire you.
What do you admire?
Yeah, I'll say that. And I'll say keep us posted on how you're doing if you haven't taken the vaccine.
Well, now people, because there's no...
Show us happy lives and butterflies and sunshine.
Well, it's the people that are not taking the vaccine are taking chances now.
Yeah.
Because they're taking the mask off now.
Yeah, so how are you going to leave it up to people to...
Well, I think this is where I think it is,
hey,
right?
you guys, just, if you have taken the vaccine, you don't have to wear your mask out. Bye.
Okay, so this is what I think the thinking is. This is where I think the thinking is, right? Everybody's like, what? Okay, I took the vaccine, but I still got to wear this mask, right?
Yeah.
So it's like, I took the vaccine, where's the benefit? So enough people have, I think they said about 37% of the country is fully vaccinated and about almost 50% has got one dose in them so far.
Mm-hmm.
So their thing is this. The people that are vaccinated can take their mask off. They're not doing an honor code because, they're leaving it up to every person individually. Am I going to let myself get sick to this? Which I get it. Like, it would be good if everybody that didn't get vaccinated continues to wear masks. But I think they make a good point. The people that weren't wearing a mask aren't going to wear a mask.
Right.
But
then also the people who couldn't wait to take their mask off but also aren't vaccinated are going to just walk around and say, oh, I've been vaccinated. Cool.
That's
and
fine.
They're going to walk into Walmart and
so they're the ones that want to get vaccinated. And I saw some of the vaccination rates today. People are going to get vaccinated. It gets a little kick in their ass saying, okay, I got to go get vaccinated because some people aren't going to have a mask on. And the people who say, oh, well, I was covered because, I didn't want to get the vaccination right away. I was covered.
But then you're just getting scared into it.
No, I don't think
not because you really believe
Well, you knew the mask wasn't going to be on forever. At some point, the masks were going to come off. And now we're getting enough people more and more vaccinated. People need a little kick in their ass. It's not being scared into it. This is the other part of society telling them, listen, we're getting back to normal.
Yeah, but...
That's not our problem. There's enough vaccines for everybody. But if you're doing it because
you're scared that somebody is lying about it...
That's not my fault.
Then you're just doing it because you're scared.
Yeah, well...
Not because you believe...
But listen, if you weren't going to take the vaccine, right? You have nothing to worry about. Because you weren't going to take the vaccine. You said you were fine. That's not my problem. You said you weren't going to take the vaccine, and now all of a sudden, because you're covered.
Yeah, I'm fine as long as we do this other stuff.
What other stuff?
Holistic medicine.
What do you mean this other stuff? Wearing masks?
Yeah.
You wanted to wear a mask the rest of your life
Sure.
when you go to Publix? Yeah. See,
I want to wear it until it all goes away.
Until enough people take it to your liking.
Yeah.
Okay. So there's the problem in your story.
The rest of the guinea pigs.
So the rest of the guinea pigs. So far we're a year in and nothing's happened to anybody.
I accidentally became a guinea pig.
Yeah, exactly. You're fine. So most of the country is fine. Nobody's gotten. Nothing's happened.
Man,
so we've been doing this for a year.
Let me know the lawyer who's going to start the class action lawsuit. I want to be
They're
first.
called Trump supporters.
I want to be first in line.
They're called Trump supporters.
I'm first in line with the Trump supporters.
Oh, sad.
Yeah, I want my money.
From what?
For whatever.
You saw the thing in Ohio?
Did
you see what the governor in Ohio is doing?
No.
$1 million.
For what?
For everybody that's been vaccinated, if you go get vaccinated, they put you in $1 million lottery for the next 5 weeks.
No, that's. Can I re-register? Can I go get my second shot there?
You still be available as long as you've been vaccinated and you live in Ohio.
No. Oh, so you got to live there.
So if you've already been vaccinated, you're still eligible.
But I can't go there and get my second shot and be in the
You have to have a home, like your address, an Ohio residence. I think so. If you're going to move to Ohio,
not worth it.
So even if you were vaccinated months ago, you were already in the lottery. I think that's a great way. Some people are giving away free beer.
They should do that. We should have a lottery.
That's cool. I believe so. So Ernesto's part of the A team now. He's good. Reluctantly, but he'll be happy about it.
I'm just securing my future so that I can be a part of this class action lawsuit.
The class action lawsuit.
Yeah. That's all. It's just an investment on my health.
Well, we're all good now, but yeah. So on to other things. Did you hear this crazy thing that Fat Joe said yesterday?
No.
Fat Joe said...
I might have, because I heard a lot.
Have you heard about the DJ Khaled thing where he called him, he's the modern day Quincy Jones?
Oh, yeah, I did hear that.
Don't agree.
I did hear that. And you love DJ Khaled, so I'm sure you agree, right?
Don't agree. I had this conversation, right? So this blows... Listen, I was talking to a friend, and I don't want to come off as a hater at all, because there's value to DJ Khaled. I get it. But why does he get to have an album and get a good and get like?
Because he's the modern day Quincy Jones.
Oh, shut up already! So I'm trying to understand this. I get that he's changing everything up, but like, what's the value? I know things.
I think he is. Okay.
What? No. Let's not do this. We're not going to do this.
All right. So
I know Quincy Jones had hits, and I get it. Quincy wasn't singing, but he was doing orchestra setups, everything. Quincy was a producer, and to a degree, like Khaled's the same way to a degree. I'm not saying that, but he's not the modern day Quincy Jones.
I think modern day, Quincy Jones for the fact that he is getting
so many hits by Quincy Jones. I think as you go through this, I'm going to go through Quincy Jones hits with you.
Okay, I think Quincy Jones part of it is because he is getting the highest caliber of people together to either on the same track or on the same album, right? Modern day, meaning that it's not just R&B and love songs. He's getting hip hop, like rap, and he's doing it in a different way to where it's a DJ-esque element to it. So that's where the modern day part comes in. So he's taking a spin on what Quincy Jones has done.
I don't agree with you.
Because other DJs do DJ albums where they get artists together and make songs and hits and everything. But the upper echelon of artists is who DJ Khaled gets. DJ Khaled is the only DJ that can get Jay-Z and Beyonce to not only be on there, not just a song by themselves, he can get them to collaborate with somebody. No other DJ is gonna get them on an album or a song or a track. So, and not just them. That's a perfect example, but not just them. So, and he can also get the Justin Biebers on that same album, a Drake on that same album. He gets the best of the best who would normally not clear things because, who's on that album? I don't want to clear it with that label. But because Khaled's over it, we're going to do it.
Do you think DJ Khaled's doing album of the year? Does he fall into album?
You know what? So far?
No.
For 2021.
Listen.
I'm going to say yes.
No.
And the reason why.
How?
Because I have downloaded 12 of the 14 tracks on that album.
No, I'm not talking about by standard.
That is very tough for me to like 12 out of the 14.
So DJ Khaled, is he considered an artist in the way that Beyonce is?
No.
So how does he get to win album of the year? Or song?
He is considered the Quincy Jones.
I don't think Quincy's won album of the year.
Because he can win album of the year, yes.
Should he be allowed to win album of the year?
But he wouldn't have won it in the same way Beyonce would have. Beyonce would have won it because...
Won in the same way? What does this mean? I'm not even understanding what that means. That's a different category.
Because I can look at it from an artist standpoint because I've been an artist.
You've been
Beyonce,
an artist? Yes. Don't think that I didn't hear that.
I've been an artist. I've rapped. I've put together an album.
I'm not saying
Beyonce will have won the album of the year because of the words that she thought of, the words that she wrote, or the songs that were written for her, or the producers that she got with, or all of that combined, the rollout, the marketing. Khaled might not have had to write anything.
Of course he didn't have to write
but he had to have the visual or the ear or He had to know that. Ooh, I can see.
You know what that's called?
The foresight.
Can I tell you what that is?
What?
That's a lot of producers have that.
That's the A&R.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, they don't win.
But thank God for the A&R because they can.
All right, so every A&R.
That's chemistry. That's like a science project. It's like pour a little bit of Beyonce in there.
Listen.
Pour a little bit of Jay-Z. Give me about 20% Jay-Z, 70% Beyonce. Throw a little bit of Future on there. I got the keys.
Don't ever throw.
And now we got a hit.
The keys. Don't ever throw some Future on there. First of all. Second of all,
right.
listen. Okay. The problem. Okay. Once again, it sounds like I'm hating.
You are, but go ahead.
But I don't dislike Khaled. I guess my mind is like when I think of an artist winning an album of the year or song of the year, I don't think of a DJ, like DJ Khaled. You're not saying anything on the song.
I don't think he's an artist. So
what are we doing?
He can't win artist of the year.
My brain is...
He can't win artist of the year.
I sound just like a hater because I do like Khaled. I think he brings some value to everything that he does. But I can't get past this.
He can't win artist of the year.
It drives me insane.
But he can win album of the year. If I was a billionaire, right?
If you were a billionaire.
And I wasn't a DJ or an artist, right? But I put the money, I was the one who had the money and I said, hey, Jay-Z, Beyonce, you get on this beat, and Future, you get on this one, Drake and Bieber, you're on this beat. Now, I put this album together.
No, I don't think they
And
did.
only money got them together.
They asked him. You want to be on? Can I get you on a song? And they asked me, so you have to be on this beat.
Well, it could be a favor. It could be money. It could be because they like the beat.
I think my problem is, and this is where I think.
But wait. If I did that, then I could win album of the year because I got that album together. But I'm not an artist.
It's so ridiculous. Like, to me, this is the issue, right? And I think and I'm younger than you, but I think I'm getting old because I can't change my mind on the way that this thing works now, right? I think times are changing, and somebody like Khaled can win album of the year, and I still can't wrap my head around it. It's not a knock on Khaled. I just find...
Is that a pun that you still can't wrap your head?
Yeah. Listen, man, Jay's not coming for you. Don't worry. Jay already knows he passed.
Jay knows if he wants to have a good cipher, he would just come meet me.
My issue
being...
So my issue being is I can't, once again, I'll use the term, wrap my head around it that Khaled is an artist by definition of what an artist is.
No, he's a DJ, which is an art.
There is an art to it, but I can't put my head around it that he is not from a standpoint of the words coming out of their mouth.
Yeah,
he's not saying anything but "we the best."
Which might be catchy. We the best and another one might be more catchy than some of these rappers' hooks for their songs. And
look,
like you may have liked a song 5 years ago that you're not singing.
They're glorified mixtapes. These are.
You might have a song that 5 years ago that you loved, but you're not singing now. But you still say another one.
Listen, he's got some great phrases.
Or we the best.
But that doesn't make you an artist.
Or all I do is win, no matter what.
This is very aggravating. I'm trying to...
So that might be the artist in him. That he can come up with a couple one-liners that will last decades.
Like, I've really tried to push myself on this side of he deserves to win, but there's
anybody that invites me to their birthday party, I got you back.
See, this is not a fair conversation because you're always going to be on Khaled.
I got you back.
You're always going to be
I ate cake
on
with Khaled.
We're not going to get back into this party because, listen, this is what it is.
Shout out Khaled, DJ Nasty.
I haven't reviewed the J. Cole album yet.
It's good.
It's good. This is what I keep on hearing. But did you see him play basketball?
No, I didn't see him play basketball.
He played today.
Oh, like on TV?
Yeah. No, it was. I think somebody was covering it, but I saw a highlight. He did a nice little putback. Well, not a nice putback. Somebody missed the shot. He just put it back in.
So how many points did he score?
I don't know. I didn't get the stat line.
Okay. Yeah, I want to see.
I got to listen to the album, though. Everybody says it's good.
It's good.
I know some people said it was album of the year already. There you
I don't know
go.
if
That's
it's
what
album of the
happened.
year.
That's what happened. Your Khaled's in trouble now.
I don't know if it's album of the year.
So this is why
It's probably number 3.
I haven't listened to it, so I have no opinion on it.
It's pretty good.
Yeah, so
I would give it an 8.
an 8. And what'd you give Khaled's album?
A 9.
Get the fuck out of here.
I would give it a 9.
See, that's another thing, right? You're stacking the deck, right? So you're putting all these great artists on one album, right? You got Jay-Z, Beyonce, the Migos.
Uh-huh.
You got Bieber, Timberlake, Lil
Bieber
Wayne.
did good, by the way. I don't really like Bieber that much. But for some reason on this
I heard
album...
a lot of people like the Justin Timberlake song.
I didn't like the Justin
You
Timberlake
didn't like
song.
it, okay.
That was one of the ones I didn't download.
Okay, all right then. So that was 11 and 12 or 13 and 14.
I think that was one of the last ones.
Okay, so that's why you didn't download it.
Yeah.
So anyway, but he's stacking the deck. He's getting all the great artists and putting them on one album.
Yeah.
So people are just going to buy it because they have all the great songs, whether it's a good song
Well,
or not.
thank you, Khaled.
So what about they're not good? They're not going to say it's not good.
Don't you want all those people on the same album?
That's like the Bulls adding, like, who can I say? The 90s Bulls adding... Who can I add to the 90s Bulls, right? I can add a bunch.
LeBron.
Whoa, no, but they're a
Kobe.
different time. I'm just trying to say of that time. They can add Patrick Ewing or Akeem Olajuwon. I'm trying to say from that time.
Yeah,
But
wouldn't that be great?
I'm not saying it would be, but that's like you're already stacking the deck.
Yeah.
So you have...
Isn't that
First of all,
great?
when you tell me you have Jay-Z, Beyonce on your album, it's like, okay, this is a problem.
Yeah.
Then you tell me you got the Migos and Lil Wayne.
You know, if Michael Jackson was alive, I bet you he would be on DJ Khaled's album.
I got to tell you, I want...
That's the type of level of people
No, I think...
he gets.
I think... I'm not going to get into this. Don't say some crazy
It
shit
would
like
be
that.
Michael Jackson
I do think a lot of people...
featuring Jay-Z.
I
and
think the
Beyonce.
older artists have done what they've done, and they have nothing to
Nas.
worry about. They've already done what they've done, so they don't care anymore. It's like, I can go on this guy's album.
Yeah, but no, they know when they're going on a Khaled album that it's the best of the best here.
No,
If I don't go on anybody's DJ's collaboration album there is, I'm gonna say no to everybody. But if Khaled comes, you can't say no.
No, I think
There's gonna be the best of the best here. It's like
I
getting
think
invited to a special party.
I think you're in a win-win situation if you go on Khaled. Because it's you going on there, and Khaled's got a name, and whether I put shit out or not, it's going to sell.
Yeah, it's like you
So
better.
even if you agree with me, even if it's a shitty song.
Go and listen. This is a perfect analogy.
It's so annoying.
Going to Khaled, being on Khaled's album is like being on Oprah. You're not going to turn down being on Oprah. You're going to go.
I'm not debating that with you.
You got to go, but you might not go to our podcast talk show.
Listen, that's gonna, we're the next Oprah podcast, all right?
You're going to go to Oprah.
So, like I
Because
said,
you gotta.
listen, I don't disagree with you. That's my point. You can throw shit against the wall, even if it sucks, it's going to stick because enough people are going to listen to
But
it.
what if the shit smelled good, even though it was shit?
Yeah, we're not going to get into that conversation.
So if you're throwing good smelling shit against the wall.
Good shit, bad shit, it's all the same.
Well, this is like the best of the best shit.
It's the best of the best. We the best.
Yeah.
Another one.
We the mess. We the mess.
We the mess. No, we're not going to do that. Should we get shirts out with We the Mess?
We the mess. By the way, we're going to get proofs on our shirts next week.
Oh, we are?
Yeah. And we got to approve them.
All right. So that's breaking news that I didn't even know about.
I just thought about it because we said shirts.
Okay, so that's breaking news. We're already bringing up as a podcast as he just told me this information.
Yeah, I just...
is this a salary thing that you're doing to me now?
It's above your pay grade.
It's above my pay. Okay. Can I look at your books?
No.
All right, fine. Fine.
It's none of your business.
I see what you're doing there, Joe.
Yeah.
You would listen to that
You're still
podcast.
get paid. When we get $1 billion, you're still going to get paid the same amount.
Salaried. I'm salaried. I just mean salaried.
Yeah. It's okay.
Yeah.
You're still going to be a millionaire.
So, should we... Exactly. I appreciate it. Just salary.
Yeah.
So are we close to 1 billion? I haven't
We're
looked.
almost close.
We're almost close. We just need a couple
Yeah.
more people.
Yeah. We're just a few thousand away, you know.
All right. So,
you may have to multiply that a few times.
all right. So this is the
Few
problem
exponents.
that I'm having, right, with this billion custom. a billion listeners.
Mm-hmm.
Is now this thing is getting close to the street that you have back here. And I saw cops riding by earlier.
But they didn't give us a ticket. They're letting it slide for now. So if you guys can hurry up, please, before the city comes after me and my family.
That sounds really bad that they come after you. What are you, a drug dealer?
Livelihood.
Yeah, it's getting pretty bad out here.
And
I
it better
know we
not
say this
take
every
over
week.
my mango tree.
Do you put water on it? What the hell? Does it grow by itself?
No, it steals the nutrients from the soil.
You didn't give it the vaccine?
No way.
No way.
No, I want to make sure that it's pure
Yeah.
and that it doesn't harm anybody.
The vaccine's not harming anybody. Let's start doing that conversation.
Yeah, I want to make sure that it doesn't harm anybody. So, I'm going to leave it vaccine free for now. This is a vaccine free prize that you're going to win here.
But the vaccine's safe.
Yep. No class action lawsuits here.
Yeah. So, we're going to try to get out there to the billion. We need the billion listeners to come on so Ernesto can have his house back.
Yep.
Because it is getting ridiculous out here. Also,
I have to step over it.
My car ran over a part of it and it hit my car.
We can fix it.
Fix it? Can you?
Not your car.
My back bumper's gone.
No. Not fix your car. We can fix the prize.
Okay.
That you ran over.
So this is the only thing I can tell you right now about our move to go to Wynwood. Is that I believe it's 2 weeks away. We're gonna have to double check everybody's plans because it is Memorial Day weekend.
Memorial Day, yeah. So no, not that weekend. Were we supposed to do it on Memorial weekend?
Yeah.
Is that why you were asking that?
Yeah. Do you have plans? Are we sharing it with the audience right now?
I don't have any plans at the moment.
I got to check with some people too.
I think that's my plans.
That's the plans. Memorial Day weekend.
Yeah.
Well, I told you that, so I got you back for telling me that the shirts need to be proofed.
Yeah. There you go.
You have a picture of them?
No, that's the proof you're going to get.
Oh, so
we're going to get.
Oh, so we're going to say, okay, perfect.
It's going to be the T-shirt with how it's going to be.
So we're actually having a business meeting on the podcast.
Well, we're transparent. We're even more transparent than Joe Budden podcasts.
I'm going to go leave, and you can talk to the chair.
Yeah.
But anyway, we do appreciate you guys listening to us again this week. We'll be back next week. You have any plans next weekend?
Yes, I am going to Jacksonville.
All right, so we're not going to be back with you next weekend.
Oh, yeah.
So, good to know. Once again, this is transparency.
Yeah, you guys.
I feel like I am a salaried employee now.
Yeah. He doesn't know it yet.
But just a couple of things. Okay, so we are, I think soon, we have some things opening up. Didn't you say you were going to have some more time coming up soon?
Yes.
Okay, so we might be getting to 2 podcasts a week.
Mm-hmm.
So that might be sooner than we thought.
Mm-hmm.
As long as Ernesto's not going up to Jacksonville,
right?
Or I'm going anywhere at this point. But yeah, we're gonna be getting more episodes out. Like I said, we did plan on having an episode next week, but we don't now.
Yeah.
Jackson, we should call it the Jacksonville Show.
We should. When I'm not
one of these
there.
days, we'll go up there and do an episode in Jacksonville, just to show we got love for Jacksonville. But anyway, we do appreciate you guys. Listen to us again this week. Like, subscribe, share.
Yep.
Remember, we need 1 billion listeners. We're getting closer and closer.
First podcast to 1 billion.
That's just easy. Like Joe Budden's gone, so that's our one.
Yep.
They have to start over again, right?
Hey, if you were a subscriber to the Joe Budden podcast, go ahead and subscribe here because they're no longer doing it. So
we're not trying to salary each other.
Yeah, and I'm going to start yelling in a little bit and doing some of the things that Joe was doing to get more views.
That's it? That's all we're going to do?
Yeah,
You're not the yeller.
I'm going to do it a little bit differently.
I'd be the yeller.
Yeah. I'm going to say some crazy stuff.
So we'll get back with you in 2 weeks now because Ernesto just said that he has something to do. We're going to go ahead and proof these shirts.
Yep.
And we'll get back to you. And another thing is we'll have some of these shirts ready to go to show some of you guys off. And if you guys, some lucky people might get them as a thank you, whatever, for being listeners to the podcast. But we do appreciate it once again. We will catch you in 2 weeks. Hopefully we do not have a yelling match at any chairs or Ernesto doesn't try to salary me.
Yeah.
All right. So we love you. Peace out. Later.
Peace.